Out for the first time here in the Premier League at the Etihad and sticks with Willy Caballero in goal. The changes from the London Stadium come in defence. Nicolas Otamendi and Bakary Sagna drop out. There are plenty of options. Gaël Clichy comes in, and if Pep decides to stick with the back four, the returning Fernandinho back from a ban should start on the right. It is the same front six that tore West Ham apart. Yaya Touré, who got the fall from the spot on Wednesday, starts his 9th successive Premier League match after coming in from the cold. And that dynamic strike force spearheaded by 19-year-old Gabriel Jesus, who starts at the Etihad for the first time. Swansea unchanged for the 3rd successive game. Lucas Fabianski, an ever-present throughout the season in goal. A settled look to this back four now, with January arrival Martin Olsson settling in at left back after his move from Norwich. Tom Carroll, another brought in to bolster the survival bid. It's the 3rd start of his 2nd coming at the Liberty. And Gylfi Sigurdsson very much the man of the moment. He's scored in back games, including that win at Anfield. No wonder he is in contention for the January Player of the Month. So Claudio, this weekend Arsenal at Chelsea and Liverpool undone at Hull. So 3rd place in the sights of Pep Guardiola and Manchester City. Zane gets his cross in, and it's hoisted over by Gabriel Jesus. Fernandinho. Oh, Mawson didn't get that right. And he clawed back at Gabriel Jesus. Kolarov takes it on from distance. And we know he's got a mighty punch in that left boot.
The ball is played into the penalty area. You're first to it. You've read the danger. You've got to control it first time, kill it and clear it. Or clear it first time. Don't try and play there. Slightly fortunate. Jesus, to his credit, doesn't absolutely throw himself. Many centre-forwards in this position, goal side with the defender at their back, would have thrown themselves. It wasn't a penalty. Mike Dean in the perfect position not to give it.
Silva always got it beyond Federico Fernandez. There's a challenge in there, followed in by Gabriel Jesus. All smiles from the 19-year-old from Brazil. He's got his first goal here at the Etihad, and Manchester City right where they want to be.
Well, again, it's so impressive from Jesus. It's anticipation more than anything else. I said it before, you normally see this type of finish from experienced strikers who's expecting the ball to break. Something might happen for him. You see he's always moving forward, coming onto the ball. He's not waiting for it, he's getting onto it. And City have dominated these opening 10 minutes. No surprise, really, they've taken the lead. Swansea under severe pressure, but Jesus making things happen, getting his rewards, and no more than City deserve, really.
A tantalising trio. Yaya Touré draws a super save from Fabianski.
Well, Fabianski is able to save this because of his starting position. He's in the middle of his goal. He's slightly more to his left. He's never going to get across and save it because he starts in the middle of his goal. Gives him a chance to get across. That said, it's still an athletic save, but his starting position was superb. De Bruyne is looking to do.
Sterling has found a bit of space in behind Olsson. He's found the cross. They want the corner, and they've got the corner. Fernandez with a very important touch to prevent Jesus getting a second.
Well, yet again, City getting it into wide areas. Swansea not able to clear their lines. Excellent ball in from Sterling, does everything right. Fernandez does well, though. All he can do is just throw himself at this cross.
Yaya Touré was there. Silva. Great movement from Kevin De Bruyne. Blocked by Llorente behind for another corner.
And the movement off the ball from so many City players, so hard to deal with. As a Swansea defender, if you get caught ball watching, you have a problem. See De Bruyne here gets away from his man. Not too easy, and eventually a bit of good fortune sends the...
De Bruyne to take. A fair left, but he's out-muscled by Yaya Touré. Fabianski again has the measure of Yaya Touré.
The real strength from Touré just to wrestle fair off the ball, but then he's not closed down, he steps inside. Martin Olsson's got to get closer than that. Just gets his angles wrong. Fabianski gets his angles right, and yet again makes a decent save. Clearly is a statement from Guardiola.
Sterling making the run, getting the touch. Mawson, it's come back off Silva. Sterling pleads his case.
Oh, it's a fabulous run in behind. You see Martin Olsen gets caught. There's no idea where Sterling is. The timing of the run is brilliant. Is he caught possibly by Fabianski? I don't think he is. This is the problem that wide players give you. They'll come inside, they want the ball into feet, they'll run in behind you. Fabianski's never getting to that.
Has he been booked for diving?
Well, that can only be what he's been booked for, and I'm not sure about that at all. Keeper's flying at him, looking to get on the ball, get out of the way of the goalkeeper. That is really harsh.
Stands would be enough to take Manchester City back into the top three. They would leapfrog Liverpool and Arsenal. Sigurdsson takes to test Caballero, and he rattles the bar. Touched onto it by the goalkeeper, I think.
For all the world, it looked like Sigurdsson was going to whip this ball in for one of his teammates, but that is a brilliant effort, and what a magnificent save. Criticism of Bravo off Caballero, but that is a superb stop.
Swansea. Sigurdsson's corner, helped on at the near post, almost off the line by Fernandinho. Much too much under that from Jack. Touch from Jesus to De Bruyne. Zane. Two weight in the middle here, hit the outside of the near post.
Well, I'm not sure if this is on target whether Fabianski's going to save this. He's anticipating the ball being pulled back. When City get it wide, they always cause problems. Fabianski there, is he going to get back and save this if it's on target? It's touch and go. It is intended as a cross, gets it slightly wrong, and he nearly scores.
As this. Mawson's header. He knows that was probably as good a chance as they've had in the match.
He gets a run on the two City centre-halves here. Stones and Connor off, just gets in between them far too easily. It is a slightly difficult header. The ball's moving away from goal. It's basically a standing jump. Just trying to flip that towards the far.
Sterling. Cut out just before it reached Gabriel. In the second half, here's a City one with De Bruyne to take. Collar off. Lovely touch from Jesus. Silva's in. Mawson with another wonderful interception.
Oh, Jesus again, brilliant awareness of what's going on around him. Normally young players maybe just take a touch, secure possession, but he knows that Silva's on the move. Wonderful layoff. Just think here with Silva, can he take the shot sooner? Just delaying slightly. Allows the defence to get across and make the block, but brilliant centre-forward play from Gabriel Jesus.
Larsen getting in there ahead of Clichy, finding Gylfi Sigurdsson, who takes the shot on and finds the bottom corner. Swansea level it up. He's in red-hot form, this guy. Gylfi Sigurdsson, 1-1.
Oh, it's no more than Swansea deserved for a really spirited second-half display. I always said he was the individual that could change the course of this game, and the way he shifts this ball out of his feet, outstanding. Clichy's not strong enough here with Narsing, so Swansea can keep possession. And there's an option to his left here for Sigurdsson. It's about making the right choices, deciding how to pass it or to shoot. And Sigurdsson gets this absolutely spot on. And the way he manipulates this ball, confident right and left. It's pretty close actually to Caballero. Maybe he doesn't see it until late. Should he be doing better? Maybe he should, but take nothing away from Swansea and Sigurdsson. You see Nathan Dyer's actually maybe gone a little bit too early here. Question marks about whether it should be given as offside, but brilliant finish from Sigurdsson.
There was Nathan Dyer interfering.
Better working under Guardiola for 2 or 3 years. What kind of players are he going to be at 22?
Aguero starting to have a real say as they go forward. This is Silva. Jesus! Oh, he's done it! The script is written for Gabriel Jesus. A debut to dream of. For the second time in the match, Gabriel Jesus gives Manchester City the lead, and surely this time there's no coming back.
Well, it's heartbreak for Swansea, but I think Jesus is a lucky boy. He should really score with his header. You can see Fabianski's reaction, but again you look at Jesus' movement, the timing of his movement is outstanding. Young players invariably run offside, they go too early, but he just holds his ground until absolutely the right point. It isn't the greatest header, it's right at the keeper, but once he spills it, it is a tap-in. He has been absolutely outstanding, but that movement off the ball, absolutely sensational. Gets a huge chunk of luck, and City have got out of jail.
Gabriel Sane. To Yaya Toure, in towards Aguero, who's put it over.
There's a golden chance for number 3. Looked onside as well as the ball was played, just doesn't get over it enough. It's touch and go. This one, as you think about heading it back across the 6-yard box or going for goal himself, does he get caught in two minds? And striker of Aguero's quality should be burying that.
Well, one of the stories of the Premier League season is emerging with the arrival of this young man at Manchester City, Gabriel Jesus, with the first and then the second for Manchester City when the result looked in real doubt after a really spirited second-half performance from Swansea. They levelled it up through Gylfi Sigurdsson. But this, all about one man. 3 points for Manchester City, 2 more goals for Sweet.